Trailhunter, matted, I-Force Max. Look at that beautiful pulling bar. Metal bumpers, rock rails, tinted roof rack, ARB. Your modes, it's in drive mode now, so when you click it here, it's going to switch it from sport, normal, eco. Crawl control, stabilizer bar disconnect, press the button and there it will start disconnecting. It's said to give you about 10% more articulation, 10 to 15%. The gauges all look like from aluminum, beautiful. Your heated steering wheel, heated seats, cooled seats, different modes, recycle the air. Here you have your fan power. This is if you want to sync it, or if you can do your own thing and have two independent climate zones. We'll turn the view off. Any speed bumps, you don't even need to worry about them, but let's slow down for safety reasons. At the end of the day, overlanding, off-roading, all about safety. Very easy to switch from two-wheel drive to four. You just go down here, press this little button, and into four, and you'll notice we're going into four high. It's going to keep flashing until we hit the gas a little bit so that it engages both the front and rear diff. Put it back into four, and now it's locked in. As you see there, we are now in four. Sound of that engine, beautiful. I mean, even other SUVs that are normally fairly decent size will feel small around this Trailhunter. They've just took it to a whole other level. The width of the current generation Tacoma has gone up 3 inches over the previous generation, and then with the Trailhunter and the Pro, because of the extended fenders, which will go out another 3 inches, this is actually a full 6 inches wider than the previous generation Pro, off-road, what have you. Gives it a very aggressive stance on the road. So Apple CarPlay, Very, very easy, very intuitive. I've left this part on, but we'll take it off in a second. When you go into all the rest of the settings, if you want to go back to the Toyota settings, you got the Toyota button right there, and it will take you back to the standard screen. And then to go right back is right there. You can go back and forth with both. Close it up. So here you can control the different settings on the screen. The entire screen is digital. So if you want to move back and forth, you actually have 3 settings, 1, 2, and 3, and each one could be set a little bit differently depending on what you want to do. So for example, if you're driving most of the time in the city, you just hold the OK button here, and you can go over and switch what you'd like to see in each individual area. The center one really is mostly just the driving support and some settings or messages. Other than that, you can leave it blank. And again, here's the other side. So you have 2 different sides you can control. And if you push it over to the right one more time, it'll show you what options it's actually offering you. And as you see on the right side, trail brake and the auxiliary gauges are not engaged, so you can't actually choose those even if you wanted to, but you can highlight them and then they will become an option. So pitch and roll, along with our, if you go to the other side here, your traction monitor for both front and back, trail brake, again, auxiliary gauges right there. You have auxiliary 1, 2, and 3. Another cool thing that I found really interesting is that you can actually change the height of your lights. So, and I like that they did this, because if you have something in the back that you're carrying, it's going to lift your truck up and your lights will actually be blinding a lot of people. So very smart move that they finally put that in the Tacoma as well. We'll go back to 2-wheel drive. As you see, it's flashing and now it's gone, so it has disengaged and we are only in 2-wheel drive now. Everything here is very flowing. I love the look of this almost like cement type. Like, it really feels right for the setup and the design of the Trailhunter. If you look inside the Pro, for some reason they put fake carbon fiber. I think it doesn't blend well at all, but this is a beautiful interior. I was concerned about the gray seats. I'm not a fan of the gray seats, but after I saw the piping and the styling, it's gorgeous. Nice thick steering wheel, really just a truck of trucks, and they made sure of that. This is so design and purpose built. You know that the team that came into here to design this Trailhunter had a goal, and I believe they've absolutely achieved it. I think this is just the beginning too, and I'm very excited to see what happens with the 2nd generation Trailhunters. If there's ever a 2nd generation Trailhunters, we'll see. I'm gonna go into eco mode and see if that changes how forcefully this Trailhunter uses the turbos. It makes no difference. So, whether you've been hearing it or not so far, we have acoustic glass in here along with sound canceling speakers. And so that actually keeps the cabin very, very quiet. And it's a very nice sounding very nice sounding engine, but this spooling, I'm sure an owner of this will get used to it. I hate it. I don't like it. I can't stand it. Watch when I open the window how this sounds. I'm going to give it a little room in front of me so I can hit the gas. But this is regular wind, right? You hear the wind coming out of this? The sound? Whew. Don't expect to enjoy your Trailhunter in the summer with the windows down. That's all I'm saying. It's definitely interesting that whenever you touch the brakes, Toyota notifies you that you have a brake light signal here. I'm going to touch the brakes and watch. Now that's a first. Brake lights inside showing you you're activating your brakes. I mean, that's definitely odd. Now, one thing that's cool is as I drive here, you can actually still hit your camera button while you're driving. It'll show you the back of the bed. And really, this is more to keep an eye on your cargo. And there's only one other button you can press. Hold on, that turned itself off. There's one other button that you can press here. Let's go ahead and take this thing off. So as you can see the back, and you can press this here and see immediately right on the back bumper, I guess, where you will be setting up your tow hitch. Now once we stop, we can hit the view button and then everything is active. It's now highlighted. So you can check beside you, you can check directly in front of you. You can of course look straight at the vehicle. It has different camera angles that we can keep taking a look if you're wondering if there's somewhere that you should be looking. It looks a little odd, but it's still quite interesting. Really interesting cameras that they've put in here for us. And then this is your off-road camera.